So did the government cut off your EBT, your food stamps? So today I'm sharing with you 15 ways that you can increase your income and not depend on the government for anything. I'm Dakota Grady, DG the Money Coach, and I'm all about helping you to master your finances. Let's dive into the conversation. You're here because you got your EBT cut off, your food stamp cut off, or you may have lost your job recently. I got you covered. I know you're tired of struggling, being busted and disgusted when it comes to your finances. In fact, drop in the chat below mistakes and I'll help you get a resource that can help you to move forward financially so that you won't keep making the same mistakes with your finances. The first thing I need to do is share a story because I want you to know that I can relate to you. My mom and dad have 7 kids. That's right, 7 children. So we grew up struggling on welfare, government assistance. In fact, back in the day, food stamps was like a dollar bill. It was like an actual money, but you couldn't buy anything with that dollar bill except for food, right? I felt so ashamed because we were on food stamps, but I love getting food stamps. And one reason why I'm so adamant and so passionate about personal finances is because I know that the struggle is for real, for real. We've been there having hand-me-downs, getting food stamps, getting WIC, which is Women, Infant, Children, for those who don't know. And I know that people are struggling financially. We're in 2025 and people are still relying on the government, but I don't want that to be you. I don't want you to continue to rely on the government for anything. Like, I want to help you to really change your lifestyle, change your life so that you can create the life that you want for you and your children and your grandchildren and whoever else in your family so that you can leave a legacy that you feel good and proud about. When I lost my job back in 2020 during the pandemic, I had a choice to go back and get another job. And by the way, I lost 4 jobs within a 7-year time period. So I was tired of being fired. And one thing I did is started a business. That's right. One way that changed my life is by me starting a business, using the same skills I was using for someone else to build their business. I'm now using those same skills to run my own business, helping people with taxes and bookkeeping. I recommend starting a bookkeeping business or tax business. Maybe you can start doing your own taxes, learn the trade, go work for like a company like H&R Block. They're not paying me for this, but H&R Block, maybe Liberty Tax, whatever. They'll train you on how to do taxes. Start there. Start with your taxes first, get some training, and continue to get some skills to help people with their taxes, right? Every year, go get your continuing education so you can stay up to date with what's happening in the tax industry. I recommend doing this. That's what I did. So I recommend starting a tax business. Second thing you can do is do real estate. Real estate is hot. In fact, real estate it can be challenging because of the market where people they may buy, sell, may have buyers be in control because they have money, or sellers be in control because there is low inventory, meaning there are a few amount of houses on the market that people are selling. So it can be challenging, but one thing I know is that people will always need housing. So AI is coming in, artificial intelligence is coming in, but people want interaction with a human being, not just a computer or a machine. They want to know that they can talk to somebody, and that person can be you. Don't be discouraged by AI. Make sure if you do real estate, be the best you can be. Go to school, get you a real estate license, take the test, pass it, and go work for someone. Get the skills you need so that you can eventually open your own brokerage, your own firm, and you can be the broker selling houses the way you want to. The third thing is you can be a virtual assistant, a VA. If you're really good with organizing things, say doing people's emails or being an executive assistant, helping them schedule their travel, do that virtually. In fact, my business is virtual. Although I'm not doing virtual assistant work, I do bookkeeping and taxes virtually for clients in different states. You can do the same thing with your virtual assistant business. Use those skills that you're using at your job. Maybe you're doing data entry for a company. Maybe you can do the same thing for someone who needs help virtually. How about becoming a hairstylist? Maybe you have a skill or trait of doing people's hair, maybe doing weave, extensions, something else you can do that can help you make more income in a short period of time. Maybe you have friends family members who need their hair done, open your business. Start doing their hair for a small fee, grow your business, and then start getting clients in, say, a location. Maybe you rent a booth, and then you eventually grow the business, move away from being behind a chair, and get your own location, rent that space out, and have other people working for you and paying you rental income. So that can be something you can do, starting from a small chair in your own home, working to owning your own business, and having people pay you rent for renting booths for their business. You can do home health care. Maybe you have a nursing degree, or maybe you have some experience taking care of family members or friends, or maybe some people in your neighborhood. Maybe you can become a certified nurse assistant, a CNA, or LPN. Something you can do quickly in the medical field that you can maybe start doing your own clientele, starting again, family and friends, charging them a fee, and then branch out to people who you don't know and start your business that way. How about catering? Maybe you're really good with cooking food. Maybe you can start cooking out of your home. I know there's certain requirements when it comes to the OSHA, meaning regulations, or maybe even DHEC, but get some certifications, take the test if you can afford to, start cooking food out of your home, and eventually maybe open a food truck or a restaurant if you are able to, but start where you have skills. And social media is hot. Maybe you can manage people's social media accounts. Maybe you can manage people having a post every day, week, or whatever the frequency is. You manage their accounts, maybe Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, whatever it be. Manage their accounts, make sure things are up to date. Know what the people want, know what they desire in terms of their posts, the quality of the post, how frequent they want them, whether it be still posts or videos or whatever. Make that person, the influencer, look good, and then you'll get the money that you desire. Maybe you can become a YouTuber. I have a cousin, she's did a video recently. She has over 1 million views on her video, and her subscribers have gone from like 50,000 to like 5,000 subscribers in a short period of time. So maybe you can do the same thing. Maybe you have a talent or skill that you can teach the world, and people will pay you for that skill by watching your YouTube channel. Maybe you can become a travel agent. Maybe you like traveling and you want to help people to step away from the grind and work, and maybe with their children, and be able to take a relaxing vacation. Maybe you can get with a company that does travel. You get trained on it, and maybe get paid. My wife, she did that for a short period of time where she was a travel agent, and she would be able to book our travel with the company she was using for a discounted rate. So maybe you can get discounts on your travel and help people in the process with their travel expenses too. One thing you can also do is do t-shirts. You can make logos. Another thing you can do is create tumblers. Maybe you can get a heating press, start making t-shirts for people for events, birthday parties, graduation, or any kind of event where you know people will need a logo. In fact, my sister-in-law actually did shirts for me, for my business. Now I have uniforms with my logo on it for my business. Maybe you can do the same thing. Maybe you can do tumblers, buttons, hats, embroidery. The sky is the limit. Invest a small amount of money in getting the material you need to start making t-shirts today. And if you're savvy with computers, maybe you can become a graphic designer. Maybe you can design a t-shirt logo, the logos that go on t-shirts, and people start paying you to do maybe even websites. You can do logos, business cards, any kind of thing that does graphics. So use your skills to make graphics for other people. Cleaning business is something you can do. All you need is clean material. Learn the trade from someone who's already in the business. Maybe work for someone who's cleaning. I have a cousin that had to clean the business. He actually hired my sister to work for him. I don't know what skills he has in terms of cleaning, but he had to clean the business. And he does office buildings. Maybe you can do residential homes, or maybe you can even do commercial, whatever the case may be. You don't need a lot to get started with cleaning. You can just start at home, at your own home, cleaning it top to bottom, and then use those same skills to clean someone else's home or business. Tutoring. That's another way to earn quick money. If you have a skill, maybe teaching someone how to do math, reading, science, whatever topic that you are knowledgeable about, they can help someone through school, maybe college, to help them excel on their test. When I was in college for accounting, I had a tutor he helped me with calculus. And I'm glad I had a tutor because he helped me to excel. He helped me to ace that test for the final exam. So maybe you can be that guide to help someone else ace their test as well. Maybe you're good behind the camera, taking pictures at weddings, graduations, maybe baby showers, whatever the case may be. Or maybe you're very good with video. You can become a videographer or a photographer and get paid for your skills. And here's a bonus for you. Maybe you love to get your nails done, or maybe you can become a nail tech. Start working for someone, get the skills, and then eventually open your own nail salon. I know I went quickly on these ideas, but I really want to encourage you, empower you to not depend on the government. I know that some of you may have situations that have led you to where you are. Don't let situations stop you from moving forward. You are valuable, you have value, you have skills that you can use to make money so you can better your situation. I just don't want you to rely on the government and be held hostage if they don't give you food stamps or any kind of assistance. I want you to become self-sufficient so that you can live the life that you want on your terms, so that you can not depend on the government for anything. I hope this episode was helpful to you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining us.